Yeah, we are now into episode 18 of the Necro-Schall base survives. Last time, set some of this stuff up again. This is actually like all going pretty well now. The mix builder's turning over, our science is running. That's all pretty nice. And then last time we discovered that. Okay, this is no longer backing up because I guess I'm out of military research. Sure, let's stop doing that. Let's find something that has yellow and purple in it, and not military. Bot speed? Sure. Wait, weird bot carrying capacity. Have I already got? I must have already have. That's. Yeah, worker robot cargo size. We're doing bot stuff now. We can do all of that. Yeah. Thing we realized last time was that the red and green science, when I have all the military science, is not keeping up, and these guys need to be upgraded. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do today. And maybe I also don't have all the labs I need, but that's also a thing I can fix pretty easily by doing this kind of stuff. Can I grab now all of this and just run this down here? Yeah, so bots will take care of that, probably. Then, yeah, so in order, and then I wanted more of these things, and I don't actually have enough of these, do I? So I need some more of those. Yeah, then this is kind of the first thing to deal with. The second thing to deal with is increasing this mall and this infrastructure here. The third thing is then increasing the smelting, and the fourth thing is then increasing the train station. So I've got all the stuff coming in, but I think we're going to do that in maybe. Oh, then also blue science probably needs to be upgraded at some point as well. Okay, I guess I'm not getting prod mods from over here. I think I should have a decent number of prod mods over here, so let's just like put them in the network and that'll be fine. And these guys have stopped, though what I really wanted was for... Oh wait, these guys haven't just stopped because they run out of modules. They've actually stopped because they've run out of blue chips. I cut the blue chips. We'll get around to that later. They're still buffering, that's fine. Having these guys all on prod 3s would probably be a good idea, but also... Oh yeah, these labs, of which I don't have enough labs. Did they go in my inventory? They did. These labs actually are going to be a bit of an issue because they're not going to have... I mean, I've got some small number of these, and then I've got... Yeah, ones that need to be upgraded again, and then... Yeah, so I need to get more modules as well, and let's have the bots upgrade these when they get around to it. Not that one, this one. And these guys are going to be without modules for a while, which is a bit of a shame. In fact, give me all of these, because like some small amount is going to be better than nothing. And then we can just like also have the bots get around to upgrading these when they actually have them. But I think we're going to do that somewhat later, because the first... Like, in addition to upgrading all of this stuff, I think we're going to go upgrade all the smelting blocks first. And this one, I actually wanted to replace this one with steel. Basically a copy of this thing. And then also make sure that this buffer was emptying, although it looks a lot like that buffer's emptying anyway, so I don't have to deal too much with that. But wanted to... Yeah, let's cut that one. And also cut this one so that this drains. There are ways to do upgrade planner carefully, because like this bit here doesn't need to be red belt, and this bit down here doesn't need to be red belt, and these inserters don't need to be upgraded. But also, you know what's easier is just dragging a thing over a thing. So that's going to upgrade. It's going to upgrade these things to stack inserters. Yeah, whatever. This is also in the category of things that are not necessarily, but I don't care. I've kind of been able to afford that now, so we're going to. I think this is going to go as well, because... What is that doing? Whatever. Because this is going to be... I don't think that's the right thing to do there, having thought about it a bit. But the other thing to do... Like, so this is not really properly done at the moment. This is only kind of done. Also, the other thing I wanted to do is just get rid of these things, because this whole thing here is we're gonna you know, do that differently. The other thing is I need to do this seriously now if I'm going to be pulling more material off it, and we've kind of put this off for so long that I don't even think I need to do this like belt balance thing here now. I think I can just get rid of all of And the other nice thing about this solution is I can just lean on the bots to take all the trash elsewhere, because the solution is actually, do I have these? I do have these. Okay, these are going to be, this one is copper, so it's in the wrong place. We'll do that, and then yeah, I think this would, instead of filtering off all the things we don't want individually, I think we're just going to do this with bots, because we kind of can now. If I do this, what's a good way of doing this? Is this, yeah, that'll, but this is not going to connect to one down here, is it? Which is mildly inconvenient. Okay, so what about instead of that, if I did 2 here, and then a pole, and then another 2? Yeah, this is why I was crafting all the active providers in the beginning. If I do this, that's unusually well spaced. That's not actually what I was expecting to, I was not actually expecting it to work out like that. But this is what we're going to do, because with all these things, and then we can have just a bunch of stack inserters here, and other than the fact that I should have taken those with, yeah, I should have done all of that, and then presumably this all fits just like here, like this at this point, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because we're doing all this with bots, I don't mind the bots breaking all of that. Probably shouldn't have done it quite that early, but yeah, this will. This one very much wants to be iron, though. Filter for iron, and because I'm now, yeah, we'll just active provide all of this stuff out of the network. Then we'll have a lot more robot ports. Where are my robot ports? Because we're doing a lot more of this bot stuff now, so we probably should. This, oh yeah, this one here also wants to look not like that, actually, just like this. Yeah. This is also going to connect this to this power grid, so that's going to be fine. So all these guys are going to get all the stuff they need. I have all of these chests, don't I? So you have all these chests. Put all those things there. This exact copy of the thing, like this far, is what wants to go here. Yeah, and then this is just straight iron now. So we're going to have straight iron from the iron stations. Everything else is just going to get active provided, and so now we need to, first of all, connect to these things again, but that's fine, this is all just copy-paste. And at the moment, all of this stuff is just going to go straight into storage, which is a bit of a shame. But the second half of this is we kind of need, yeah, I have to request chest somewhere. Let's do this as if it was, yeah, let's do this as if it was like a petrochem thing in wave defense or something. So if we do that, then this, yeah, these guys are going to be requesting like quite a lot of coal. I reckon like 500 each. And so they're just going to pull all the coal out of the network, regardless of where the stuff goes. I kind of need to set the rest of these up. So let's do, let's get this out of the way. Then, yeah, because the idea here is we're then going to go like, right. But I don't actually care about, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, it is putting it on the wrong side, isn't it? And I don't even think it really does it matter. Am I mixing? I am mixing these off the train here, and these things are coming from both sides. So like this is weird and kind of wrong, or whatever. The next thing I want to do is I want to take these things and do these for. This is kind of in the way. I hope that didn't. Okay, that did actually break everything. That probably, if that broke everything, broke all the power stations as well. I just broke this thing. What was that even connected to? Yeah, it did break. It didn't break the stations, but it did break. There we go. Sure. Yeah, because we're now putting the coal has somewhere to go, which is cool, but we're now putting all of the non-coal things into storage, and we don't want to do that either. We want to keep doing this thing. Here, this is the same pattern, yeah, but these two do not want to be coal. These two want to be copper, also still 500. And so these guys might actually be getting some coal deliveries. Yeah, they are. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. And then and then more of these, because we're doing bot supply stuff, so we've got to have more of this. Power these guys as well. Yeah, this other one had, yeah. So then the iron is kind of different, because we kind of want, okay, so first of all, let's put these guys in. But the iron, I kind of want to spread, yeah, this is all, that's all gonna not be a thing anymore. A large section of this is gonna tidy up, kind of. Those guys are done, okay. So we'll put that back there, and then we'll get rid of all of this stuff. Yeah, just all of that stuff. Yeah, because this is gonna be steel. So this entire build here can go away. Yeah, and then we'll put some steel there instead in a bit. But for the meantime, the thing about the iron is I'm going to have more of this stuff arriving, and so this setup needs to be slightly different, probably. And the other quirk is I've also got the iron here from the corpse reprocessing, so we're going to do something. I mean, this might actually be an episode that tidies up the smeltface quite a bit, which would be nice. Let's put that there, and then filter the iron on the left, and then bring this way around. Can it fit through? I can fit through here. Yeah, then we're doing that. Go through here, then, because I kind of want to use this stuff before, actually with kind of the same priority as this stuff. So if I did, yeah, this is the coal that wants to not be there. There may have also ended up being some coal on the belt, but that's fine. Yeah, this is also still going to request these. I don't think, yeah, because the thing is I'm going to conserve these for a bit. Let's get the bots working on the steel as well. Steel is here. How much of this do I've got to get that much of it, don't I? I've got to get the secondary belt as well, or upgrade everything to red belt, and I don't really feel like doing that. And then this also has to line up with, it's got to be here in order to line up with the undergrounds that provide the coal. So we're going to do that, and then let's actually just run back there and remember that we're going to have to replumb a lot of the stuff separately later anyway. But the bots can at least be building that, except we've got to put this stuff back. Some of these, yeah, all of this is okay, fine, whatever. For consistency, we're going to do all this stuff. Yeah, definitely not all of that needs to be. This is why I should have a custom upgrade planner that just does. Why? Yeah, all be red. All be the same color. Fuel is going to be a thing that's already happening, and then we need to get. That's a gap of 5, but yeah, then we need to get more iron in here. So this is actually just. You know what, let's do that properly later when we have this kind of more going, because this is the thing that I need to make work again. Let's get rid of all these things that I'm kind of sad about. All of this can go away. All of this can go away. Is this fuel going away? I think all of that is just going away. I think I do actually need to take all of the stone that I get, and instead of taking it to purple sides, just convert all of this. Yeah, all of this probably wants to be walls. Sure, whatever. You probably don't need to be there, you can go into storage. Yes, so this belt here is sometimes going to have Schall stuff on it. Can I run it through? I reckon I can. If I run it through here, and then here, yeah. I think this will work kind of okay. Let's put that there, because now, yeah, then this kind of pattern will have, let's do this again so that I don't request any copper here. Yeah, this is going to be one of those things that's like a little bit bad, but is also going to be, you know, it's going to work out fine. Can I move this? Where did this go? Yes. Oh no, that's actually not what I wanted. I wanted like here. Does that still connect to things? Yeah, everything's still connected. Another connection here would be good. Things are occasionally beeping. That's probably fine. Because now we can actually do this kind of prioritization thing in a somewhat normal way. Except I still want to be taking this one first. But I do want, actually, yeah. So all of that is set up enough now-ish. Is that true? It's not actually quite true. It's not quite true. I've still got stone going into storage anywhere, and I've still got uranium going into storage anywhere, and the uranium wants to end up over here. So let's just thwack that in. Let's do the same kind of, I mean, I'm not going to need that much uranium, as in I'm not going to need that much uranium request, but we're still going to, yeah, so this is now going to take any uranium out of this kind of system and float it over here. Let's give that guy some more rubber ports. Rubber ports good. Doing all the bot stuff, yeah, and then all the stuff that was previously in storage when I just alt-D'd a bunch of things is just going to get also pulled into these request slots, so that's also fine. Then the stone also needs to go somewhere, because I've got a couple of sources of stone at the moment. I've got these active provider chests. I would like another one of these down here just for completeness, but that's, oh, I'm just going to put one over here as well, wasn't I? Just next to this. Actually, I'm going to have a lot of iron turning up here. I don't know whether this is actually going to be enough request space and enough belt space for the amount of iron that I'm getting out of these two. Maybe it's like 30%, isn't it? It's like a third. And I'm running potentially 4 whole belts, so maybe I might actually need more there. We're going to worry about that later. Yeah, because we've got to plug the stone back in. Okay, so let's see how much of this stuff we can tidy up. Because we're also now running red belts in here. I could just do this with red belts, but let's tidy some of this up. Because this thing here comes from, yeah, that's never going to be a thing, is it? That's going to get tidied up. This source of iron is now, yeah, I don't think I need this at all. I don't think I need, where did this come from? This is yeah, this is not a thing. This is just going to get tidied, sure. This is also, yeah, all of this can just get, yeah, so stone is running through there, but it also absolutely doesn't need to. That's not a thing. That was why that was backed up. But also this interface, where does this even go? Oh, it goes into one I deleted. Shall I just do all of this again? It's actually pretty compelling just to do all of this again, especially as I'm requesting all of it out anyway. So I think we might. I think we're going to leave the train station, but we're otherwise just going to get rid of all of this junk, because this also was from the iron supply, so that doesn't need to be there. That was also from the iron supply, so that doesn't need to be there. This copper, we're going to have to do something else about, but whatever. All of that, I have just cut off the coal feed, but it's also okay, because all the stuff is still on the belt. All of these things can go away. This is outposted iron. And then where is this? Oh, this is the actual important feed of coal, isn't it? So let's split that here instead. we'll run that down there. I mean, I think this is reducing the amount of spaghetti, but I'm also pretty okay with, oh, that's where the stone needs to go. Okay, we can deal with that later as well. Let's run this, let's continue. Like, I think I'm going to keep the train station here, even if I'm not keeping the stone here. Can I just start, oh, they can have bots get rid of these things for me, because I'm not going to need any of that. And then I guess we just like turn this into wall, because I think I still need wall, and will continue to need wall. Why? Oh yeah, because I did not press the right button. Got to shift click the thing. Okay, so this is going to be all of the stuff turned into wall for the foreseeable future. Do I need to lane balance? Oh, I'm already lane balancing it here. Okay, whatever. In that case, it's completely fine. So plastic and grenades have got coal. This is iron here, and I guess we just plug the rest of this back in. Let's actually just get all of this. Let's get all of that out the way. Get this stuff out the way. Get this stuff out the way. Do that differently too. Sure. I probably ended up with a bit of that stuff in my inventory, and also bots can just help me out with that, so that's fine. Okay, so we've got to plug these things back in. This is going to get a full belt of iron. This one won't be full, but whatever. I think we can just run that in here. And then this one's going to take a whole red belt, and this one's going to take just a yellow belt, but it is going to be a full yellow belt. So I think this also means we've got to turn the other trains back on, because we're going to need... yeah, one of those there, and then a red... I don't even have a red splitter. Could do that with a red belt. Whatever, not going to. Yeah, we're just going to do this with like 2 yellow belts, because, you know, that's fine. That equals a red belt. Maybe I should do this differently and better some other day, but I'm also not going to. So this should, yeah, use more stuff than we have, and this is also not really going to adequately balance everything, is it? Sure, whatever. There we go. That's going to do enough of a good job. I need to put more stuff on the train. Why is this? So I'm just not getting... oh yeah, I'm not getting any through because that broke. So the copper feed is still not great. The copper feed we're also going to have to improve. But the other thing to do is reconnect that roboport, because do I actually... I mean, I don't even think I need this one at the moment. But yeah, so I need to plug this copper in because it's not going anywhere, and it's just going to build up and be a problem. However, maybe I want that space. Maybe it does actually come this way and down there. Yeah, and we can just alt-delete this because this is just going back into storage. So this is maybe a tidier smelt face. Oh, and then I've got to get... yeah, this is also pretty important, isn't it? This has to go through here somewhere. Yeah, let's run these slightly differently. Not very differently, just only slightly differently. Get those guys out of the way. Because this is now the coal feed. Oh, well, the coal feed is still not actually connected. Sure. Okay, so that coal feed is now reconnected, although we were powering it from the train fuel anyway. The other thing we're going to need at this point, in addition to a couple more trains, is this train station now needs to work, because I'm kind of expecting to get iron through here. And the reason it's not working is because we didn't make it available by not having all the tracks, so that's an easy fix. The problem now is that there's only 2 trains allocated, so I'm definitely going to need more trains. Research is not especially happy because I don't have the green science, because belt and inserters, because of the iron that I was just dealing with. Okay, so that is a problem we are actively in the middle of fixing. And then I also need inserters because of these. Oh wait, can't do that yet. Got to do the thing about the copper. Where does the copper go? The copper goes over here. And then I have actually upgraded this to a full kind of. Let's figure out what I'm doing here. If I do that, that's actually going to be fine. This entire yellow belt will end up here, but also sideloading here, the stuff coming this way will take priority. So that's going to give me more copper, which is fine. Then the other thing I need to do, yeah, because all of these guys are starting to fill up. Some of them because they're not getting enough material. Interesting. I mean, I guess that's also train supply related, so whatever. Yeah, the rest of this stuff needs to be upgraded because it's currently all still yellow belt coming through here. So things that need to be red belt, starting from here, this entire lane of stuff, this entire lane of stuff, this thing, actually no, that wanted to run differently, didn't it? I wanted to have, this stuff doesn't want to exist, this entire buffer plan, I don't even think I need to be, other than steel, we'll put steel in chests because that's fine, but this thing can now just run this way. Is that right? That's... yeah. Yeah, it was going here instead of... and then this thing can also just not exist. So that's cool. All this stuff can just go away. Does this make things simpler? Maybe. Okay, other things to be upgraded, now that we're actually upgrading into upgrading this business. All of these things. All of these things... sure, let's just upgrade all of that, just swing an upgrade planner at it, it'll be fine. These things as well. Actually, a lot of this stuff is going to get reconditioned at this point. I think I'll build... yeah, yeah, we're going to lodge them all, a bunch of that stuff. It's going to get better if I lodge them all. These... yeah, do I have... get rid of that. I'm actually not short of wall at all. It was short of these guys having ammo. Yeah, that's also one of the reasons why this was happening the way it was. Oh, I don't have steel boxes. Do I have steel boxes? You guys can have some steel boxes, sure. Is this thing here... first of all, I want more provenance for these guys. Can I fit a beacon in here somewhere? I don't think I can beacon these things, but I might module them in a bit after I've figured the rest of that out. I think they're all going to need to be moduled. These guys here probably don't need to be probably don't need to be stack inserters. In fact, these things, I guess depending on how hard I module them, whatever. These, yeah, what I did want was somehow... like, I don't think I need to be necessarily requesting steel here either at this point. If I can get an underground through here with steel and ammo on it, but I think to do that, this thing has to move to here? Is that? Yeah, that's the two spaces I need, isn't it? And then I can have something like... okay, that was not in the right space. There to here. And then I can do, like, let's do this with the fast inserters. Yes, do that. And then put this rubber port back in a spot that's useful. But then can I get ammo and steel onto this belt? Yeah, probably, if that goes away. And then... yeah, this is going to be the ammunition that I need. I actually want a lot of the stuff at the moment because at some point we're going to be going to do combat stuff, and then I want one of these guys here, and then somewhere I've got stack inserters, right? Stack inserters. Don't know how much of that you guys need. Deal with it. It'll be fine. How am I getting? I kind of need to know which stuff that goes on which side of the belt that goes. This here is fine because it can just run this way, and it wants to partly combine with this belt over here, but partly also, so it's on this side. So I could, yeah, let's just make a mess. This is going to be how, I mean, I don't think anyone is surprised by this at this point, but I can go this guy here, and then an underground belt here to here, and then another here to here. And yeah, this is going to be fine, isn't it? Because the other steel belt that I need to combine this with is just here. But I do need it to be on this side of the belt. So let's just check that this inserter puts it on the side that I want, and it does. Okay, so that's fine. These ones are going to be, okay, so if any steel builds up in the system, it's going to be in these ones, because these ones are going to take priority when they end up on this belt, and this is what's going to back up over here, which is also completely fine. That's kind of how that wants to work. And so at this point, military science is fully automated. So I'm getting that many belts out, which is fine. I've got kind of more of the stuff than I want. Where else can I put? Oh, I know where I can put steel. I've got some belts, some boxes that can just have steel in it. That's fine. Okay, so military science fully automated. These guys putting yellow ammo on a belt and it ends up down here. These guys both getting the stuff they need. I don't know if... Are you guys getting enough copper? No. If I put... you guys there like that, do I actually get enough copper past? I suspect I do not, and I'm going to have to upgrade all of this stuff. But I should have... I should have capacity for all of this, at least smelting capacity. I just don't know if I have ore, and I'm guessing that I don't. Okay, so some of this is, but also barely anything is squeaking past this other side, so I'm probably just consuming everything I'm... Okay, none of this blue belt. Okay, so on the upside, this is going to fill with this. Hopefully these guys are making enough red ammo to A, fill the inside of this belt so all these guys can get everything they need to done, and then B, put some in this iron chest because I kind of want some for myself for various combat stuff. Wall is... We're still just... Yeah, we've got a lot of wall, that's fine. These guys have got crap on the end of the belt, so we'll deal with that. Other things we want are... This is just going to be an ore throughput issue at the moment, isn't it? Some of these things are not running, and then these... Yeah, this side is just unloading its buffers. This side doesn't have ore. Sure, fine, whatever. I needed... So what's next? Things that I'm actually down on blue science now. That is a thing that I knew I would need, and I think what we're going to do about that in the short term is also just do all of this kind of business, because I don't think, actually not those, these ones, I don't think that I'm going to be, I don't think I'm, actually I probably am, yeah I probably am, input bottleneck downtime, probably, that's not the wrong button, this one. I probably do need to upgrade all of these things, which means I need to upgrade a bunch of this belt, which means I also need to upgrade this thing, which means that, yeah, let's go and get modules, because should be able to just run across these tracks, yeah, because I need a bunch of, actually here's module 2s. What do I want at this point? Do I want to actually recondition this with a bunch of better modules? That's not what I meant to say. Do I want to... I will need some of these. I've got, yeah, and then I want some of these. Yeah, I think I want to see if I can rearrange this somewhat. First of all, let's get our belt of red and blue chips back. but I would like to do this with a priority, even though I've got a lot. So let's go, if I do 3 of these, that's still going to work for, you know, assorted definitions of still work. Then if this goes, because I need blue, yeah, if I'm doing something like, I don't think it can go there, can it? But it can go here, and that's going to be output priority on that side. Okay, so this is going to fully drain this buffer of chips once I get around to processing it, but is also going to still give full priority to the yellow science, and then I think I want, yeah, I want to kind of redo this so I don't have, so that a number of things. So I am upgrading both kinds of modules. Do I want upgraded speed 2s? Probably. Let's just do some of that. Let's also do, like, where, yeah, because I guess the thing I want is I am going to want somewhere, I'm going to want a decent number of these things because I'm requesting them. Oh, actually, this one is already, I already did that. Sure. In that case, you can go back to being a non-request one, because this way the buffer, this buffer will unload into these guys. That's going to be more than I need for that. So the question is, can I, unless I redo that inserters, but I kind of also want to do a thing. Okay, first before we think about changing all the modules around again, let's check that everything is doing kind of what it should, and we're getting copper out, we're getting coal out, the offcuts, yeah, the random unsorted stuff are taking priority over the new things. We've got about 100 Logibots in use at any point, and that's all fine. We still don't have a copper train running, but that's also fine. We don't have, I've got a lot of stone in storage. I've in fact not done everything I needed it to. And also this stone here is also not connected to anything that's useful, because I didn't actually plug all of that back in over here. Here is where that should be going, just in there. So let's, yeah, that's going to have to go like here or something. Okay, we'll try to remember that we need to plug the stone. I mean, I've got enough wall in that chest because I handcrafted everything that was previously on the other train. Yeah, solar power train's still doing anything, but I kind of want to figure out how to get more of these module upgrades into kind of the same place, if I can use this space at all. And so I think, first of all, let's not put the rest of those in the network, but let's get all of this stuff out the way, and I guess I'm resigned to doing a slightly more permanent version of something like this. How many modules do I want upgrading each kind? I probably want slightly more on, yeah, I will have some of those, so that I can put them in places. 4 is kind of a decent spot there. Sure. And then if I have, because I think the idea here is these guys will just turn up down there. This is kind of going to make getting enough of these guys for RCUs to be a little bit of an annoyance, but I guess we can also have, because all of these are going through the buffer as it turns out, I could just have another thing like here and output them, whatever. We'll deal with RCUs later. I think I said I wanted more. Let's not put that there. I think I wanted more on prod mod upgrades than speed mod upgrades. Speed mod upgrades. Then, yeah, then with this pattern we can get more things in, right? That's part of how this is going to work. We do kind of this stuff, and then I also kind of get these things over here. So that's going to get everything these guys need, but then I want a couple of other things. I want tier 3 module upgrades as well. Let's do that kind of thing, so that I can then go storage for tier 2 speed modules, isn't it? Yes. And then do I do have 8 of these. Okay, cool. And then output this if tier 2 storage modules are bigger than, say, 20. So this means that if I'm putting tier 2 storage, if I'm putting tier 2 speed modules anywhere, I will actually be able to build these. I will be able to build them. These guys, probably one of those two, I guess, also want to be. Are they full? No, but there's a lot of them. Okay. Then, because if this goes this way, and if this goes, it's going to be a very similar setup, I guess, here, there. I mean, things are going to have to move, and I'm going to have to change the nature of the storage chest, but I'm just trying to figure out where then the tier 3 module upgrades would go. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to do, this is going to be podmod 2s. All of this stuff again goes here, and yeah, I think I do this differently by doing something like, actually not even there, I think I turn it here, because the other thing I want to get out is these guys. Okay, so now we've got a way of having does that fit? Not quite. It has to go, if I have another row of assemblers, yeah, if I have these things here, that's kind of inconvenient. Yeah, we can make this work. Yeah, we can make this work fine. This pattern here is going to be, let's have these ones, and then some more of that here. That actually lined up perfectly, whatever. And then I want podmod 3s, and then podmod 2s. But I don't actually want to be putting, them on this belt, because they go into this thing here. So what we're going to do instead is make this worse by finding some of these and putting them on this belt. The other issue with this is that, yeah, I'm going to end up with, first of all, this can just be a passive provider chest. I could, even if I split them here and have different amounts in either of these chests, I think this is going to be, because you didn't actually have, let's check that this works. This is on speed module 2 greater than 20. I want prod mod 2 greater than 20. That's why that wasn't working. Yeah, so I'm going to end up with a couple of speed modules trapped down here. In fact, let's do that so that I have trapped fewer of these prod mods. So now I've only got 4 wasted prod mods at the bottom. I mean, the belt's going to back up anyway. Like, it's not really a thing that I should be especially concerned about. But yeah, I think what I do is I get this chest and I wire it to all of these guys, and then I say this one only works if prod mods are less than, say, let's make 200 speed mod 3s. I think that's more than I need. I think I kind of only want like 100 speed mod 3s, and then this one wants to be copied there, and then this one wants to be if prod mod 3s are less than, say, 200. Okay, so that should now no longer block up. I have more of these things here than these things will satisfy, and actually the same here. So I guess if I'm upgrading these things and turning them around, or if I'm beaconing, I actually haven't left space to beacon any of these things. Beaconing these is not actually a thing that's going to happen. Oh, and these guys are also set to the wrong recipe, so that's a fun trick. Yeah, I think there's way more of these guys than they need. That being said, I should now... I mean, I'm going to get some back when these guys all get their stuff upgraded. But also, if I've got any other tier 2 modules in storage elsewhere, that's also going to give me a problem. This is running up, which is still a bit of an issue. This is... Am I waiting on... I am... On the grounds that I'm waiting on blue science and the green science is backed up to here, I am apparently only making less than half the blue science that I need, which is also significantly less than the labs are making. So, oh yeah, I came over here to get modules to put in the blue science. Yeah, let's go and do that then. Got all the modules, got all these modules, got 50 tier 2 speed modules. I don't know what I want those for. Do I want some of these? Let's have some of these. Yeah, module upgrades happening. That's cool. And they should also, if I've got these circuit conditions right, I should never run into a situation where this all backs up, because these inserters will just stop putting things on belts if this is full. So that's nice. Run across the tracks, go and... Oh, because these... Yeah, because I figured these inputs are also going to be a thing, weren't they? Okay, so that's... Yeah, there's going to be a thing. We'll do all this... Oh, this is also blue science. That key. This stuff here is all blue science, so this all wants to be upgraded as well. And then let's also bang all the prod mods we've got into all of these things, because we haven't really upgraded the inputs that we probably need. And I think a thing that's going to happen... I mean, I say a thing that's going to happen later, maybe it's a thing that should actually happen now, is redoing all of this with prod mod 3s and beacons and directed insertion instead, because I don't think I actually need, at this point, any more red chips out. I really don't need many red chips, do I? Where was I making... Here I was making beacons, except I wasn't, but could, again. Yeah, let's do... Make a lot of beacons. Sure. And then do I have steel backing up over here? I do not have... If I don't have steel backing up in either place, it's... I was going to say it's probably an ore thing, but it's also not an ore thing, is it? It might also be just needing to saturate this belt first. Okay, so hopefully... I mean, it looks like we've got enough pipe and cogs on that belt. Hopefully this is now doing everything that it needs to. Actually, it's not going to be, is it? It's going to need to be upgrade. Okay, so I guess we upgrade all of this stuff. Didn't actually... Yeah, didn't upgrade... Remember when I needed to reconnect the stone line as well? Yeah, cool. Good job. This probably doesn't need to be here. What even is going on here? The copper comes down here, into here. Okay, that sounds like a terrible idea, but whatever. Do I just active provider this as well and active provider it all the way over there? I don't really want to. Yeah, but the things... Yeah, I think we're gonna stop with this nonsense, and we're probably going to figure out what to do with that differently. But what we do want to do is upgrade all of this thing. I don't need all of it. Oh, can I get rid of that other buffer? Is this... Yeah, this is now completely empty, and actually several parts of the base are unhappy and dead, and in fact you need... Oh, you would need copper, and you would be getting it from here. This is... I think this is still fine. In which case... Yeah, this all doesn't need to go like that, but this can go... that's still going to go left, but instead of putting it in any buffer... we're still just going to let... Is this already right? So this is the wrong side. There was actually a side swap in there. Whatever. Yeah, this is just going to let us get any amount of copper out of that afterwards. You can have whatever, because yeah, I need to get more copper in there. I quite possibly need a copper train for that as well, but I think we're going to need to get, in order to make all of this better, as in keep pace with everything else, is this even... Do I need to belt braid that? Probably not. I probably need... Like, this is all going to be fine, kind of. Other than the fact that this is not going to quite get enough. But the other thing is we could just all go like prod mods. Let's give these guys one speed mod each, and then prod mods. Ran out of prod mods, that's cool. Let's go and get some more prod mods. Should just be just over here. You're not getting... Oh, your speed... You set to speed 2s. Okay. Good job. Oh, because I don't actually have speed 3s yet. Okay. Sure, but then this should... These guys should... These guys aren't going to stop, are they? Okay. We need to kind of do this as well. And these ones I only want to go for as long as prod mods are less than, let's say, 200. Which they currently are, just that's going to keep running, and then the same thing over here, but for which I don't actually have the things at the moment. So good job coming back to check all of these again, because we're not actually done there. Okay, he's not going to hit me, it's fine. We need some chips and we need some coils to make a bunch more of these things. We can handcraft all of those, it's fine. Yeah, this is quite possibly in the region of things that will probably need to be beaconed and moduled harder later, but I'm just not going to worry about it yet. In fact, these guys probably don't need quite that many modules, because they won't need to be, like, they're just filling this kind of belt, kind of. Done some research, that's fine. I don't think I want speed modules here. I mean, it's not full yet, whatever. Like, I am wondering if I'm going to run into inserter capacity bottlenecks here, although these guys are just slower at the moment because I haven't beaconed them. So I don't think there's a thing we need to worry about yet. Having said, hadn't done speed modules, let's do speed 3 modules. Let's do the other shooting speeds that I need for making rocket launchers better. If that's 2,500 and the bullet damage is 3,000, then let's do that. Because I'm pretty sure I've got... I don't know if I have that much military research, but the other thing is, like, this is... Getting the speed 3 module done is the only thing standing between me and making a silo, so... I mean, okay, so other than having all the resources I need to make a silo is the other thing between me and a silo. But I think if at this point all of the blue science is running, and it isn't all running, yeah, we're gonna swap this one over as well, just so that it gets all of the things it needs. Somewhere there should be a bot bringing. Yeah, there we go, bring a thing. Like, if I get all of this blue science running, I'm probably happy to just walk away from this and start fixing other problems, because there are still other problems that I need to fix, believe it or not. Let's take a bunch of these. I'm not exactly short of them, and I will probably need these things. So let's make more. Are these... Oh, that's just completely unlimited. I'm just, like, pouring all of those from one point to the next. Sure, I guess. If these guys are all tier 3 assemblers, then I should beacon all of them, and I'm not getting copper. I'm not getting copper because these guys are taking all of it, because I'm filling up this thing. Yeah, so I will hit a point where this just fills up, but also I want all of this because I've got to go do combat stuff. But these guys, oh yeah, these guys are, cogs are kind of high value, so I think for cogs, I want to do, if I can't get a beacon in here, can I get, I'd have to move that again? I would have to move that again. So instead of that, we're going to do kind of a lazy thing of, yeah, this is going to be the setup we use for cogs, because that's how I feel about it. And then also these ones, yeah, let's also just pretend we're going to beacon these harder. I've only got 2s with me. Sure, I guess you guys get 2s. And if I'm doing that, yeah, then okay. So let's standardize these beacons somewhat. Beacons modules, 1s to 2s in all cases, and then all these guys can go to speed 2s, prod mod 2s, and then the same with this one again. Even though all it does is belt, but you know, may as well get it in there. This, yeah, because these guys are doing a thing, these guys, and then it's copper. I still haven't plugged the stone in, have I? Better go plug the stone in. Let's go plug the stone in. We'll finish reorganizing the beginning of the space. So this thing, yeah, that's not what I want there. Get all the rest of that off that belt. Yeah, kind of let's you know, put the filters on things before we connect them to the stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So if I've got, so this is the stone feed, and the stone has to go, this is the copper, so the stone one is over here. It's got to go over here. So I guess we just keep on doing something like this. And also, yeah, this copper feed here, I mean, first of all, I broke the other thing, and oh, is this backed up at all? Whatever. This is getting only half the copper from one of those lanes, so we don't need to worry about that. This one, yeah, whatever. That's going to be some amount of copper. This is also going to be some amount of copper. This, let's arrange these belts slightly differently. And then this pattern of stuff again is also what we want here, but for stone. So we delete those things to get rid of the requests, then we can put some new ones without the requests in them, then we can request 500 of each of these stone. The other thing about this is that I'm not going, so I can only do this, I can basically only do this in one smeltface, because if I try and do this box sorting at the mixed build in the same logistics network, then, like, the nice thing about this at the moment is all of these request boxes are requesting things from chests that are really close, and so that all kind of works out. These ones are a little further away, but that's fine. The mixed build is all the way down here, and because, actually it's not, all the way down here, even further. And so if I had request and active providers down here, there's a decent chance that these bots would end up trying to bring it all the way over here again, which is not great. This is probably fine. Oh, they're actually getting a decent amount of work done. Because there was a guy who was standing slightly out of laser range. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine. So now I've got all of the stone processing happening, which is still fine. So we're going to fill up that belt with wall. You can have the other stuff that's in my inventory. Do need to get more copper in. This is still a bit of a mess. Is there a different way I could do this? Probably. I guess I could move this over this side. I don't think I will though. I think this is a bit where I actually get a train supply. Like if I get this copper station working, and the only thing about it at the moment is it doesn't have any trains on it. If I get this working, then I can have another belt here that doesn't take priority over this, which is kind of what's already happening here, and then bring the other lane down here to support this. In fact, if this goes up a priority, if that goes this way, because this is only one yellow belt, that'll all fit here, and then this other belt I can just have from the other source. So maybe we go provision some trains. Did I actually module all the things that I wanted to module in the mall? This guy I guess can go slow, but whatever. So cogs, I've got a lot of cogs. These guys are all doing everything slower, and the main problem is they just don't have the coils they need because copper. And then the base is dead because I'm not making red research, because I also don't have that same copper. But I've kind of fixed, I don't think I've actually fixed that much now at this point, have I? So we're going to need all of those because we've got to get that stuff done. We've got a decent amount of all those modules, so all the tier 3 prod modules are done in the science, but not done, or done in the labs, but not done in the science, but that's kind of okay. I've still got big supply, lumps of supply there. Okay, so let's go and put some more trains around places, because we're going to need more. I'm going to need more iron trains and more copper trains, and then a bunch of this stuff wants to get upgraded as well. Well, this I was going to put in a different place, wasn't I? Yeah, we'll lodge him all some stuff in a bit after we've got. What are people complaining about? Not having prod mods, I knew about that. Not enough logistics storage space. Oh, you've picked up a tree, and this is a passive provider instead of anything else. Okay, fine. And then I need to take cliff explosives over there. These guys are quite nearly full. Let's just quickly slap some more solar around the place, because you know, power grid has been an issue before. You don't have things, so we can go there. Then how many of these will fit? Okay, that much of that will fit. So that's going to be some amount of solar. Yeah, this bit I kind of don't know where trains are going here, so we're not going to do that yet. This bit is going to encroach on this other things. These ones in the middle are kind of nasty, but I can actually fit. Yeah, I can't line them up with one side, but I can line them up with the other side, so that's, you know, a nasty hack. Let's see how far this will go. About that far. Then let's also, I guess, see how far this will go. Let's get version without a roboport above it. That actually needs the next pole as well, doesn't it? It needs this pole, otherwise it won't be powered. So that can go there. So we're going to get some more solar power online. Are you guys out of power poles? You guys are out of power poles. Okay, so we need to take them all stuff or whatever. We'll do that at some point later. Setting up more copper trains was the thing that I needed to do immediately, because this station actually needs to supply some copper now. So we'll do this. We'll do 7, 8. I'm pretty sure that were 8 long, weren't they? At least I want them to be 8 long. Oh no, this one was 8 long, except one of them is actually finished, so that's pretty cool. And then the beacon never got powered, but whatever, this thing is still at its concise limit. And then the iron is down to 6, but also whatever. Okay, so we put some fuel on this thing. Put some amount of fuel on the thing. Yeah, there's heaps of fuel, isn't it? And then this is, yeah, smeltface copper. This mine to smeltface copper, inactivity because the way the bucket miners work, and then empty cargo. and that's going to be our copper train. So let's send this guy on his way after obtaining his schedule, because now we're going to put another one down. And yep, that's schedule copied well, and we're going to get 2 trains of copper for this station. Yeah, go here, and then run between this train, and then I concluded that I actually only needed 6 for this station, didn't I? Yeah, you go there. Do I want another train? Yeah, let's put another train there as well. Let's put another train on iron. Because then then I'll have 4 trains. I should have 4 trains associated to this station, 2 trains associated with this station, 2 trains associated with the coal. Yeah, so that's all going to be pretty fine. Yeah, it wasn't dicey at all, was it? Oh, it was just pulling up to the signal, which was blocked, so that's fine. Yeah, so I'm actually, because of the way all this is set up, I'm actually going to be working through this Logibot supplied extra stone before I'm actually working through the rest of this stone. But that's also fine, because all of these things have got buffers in all the places they need. And yeah, in all the places they need them. I still don't have... Oh yeah, I don't have copper yet, because I just sent the thing to go and get copper. Is there anywhere that I can just like randomly grab a couple of 100 copper? So that I can have, yeah, there's like 100 copper. I kind of wanted more than that. I wanted to be able to give these guys a decent amount of stuff, rather than just that much. Okay, so that's more than when I last checked. This is probably the same, but it's not getting all that much of it through. I'm making a decent amount of steel now. Batteries are also going to be struggling, because they don't have the copper, but that's also fine. A lot of electric engines, yeah. Okay, so we got a lot of mining happening. I think the next thing I wanted to do was, yeah, I did say he doesn't have much left either, does he? In fact, both of these are nearly out, and this copper patch is nearly down to just 5 miners in the middle of the train, which is pretty funny. This, yeah, that's fine. This belt... This other belt isn't moving because I'm blasting this with the level 2 miner, which is also a thing I'm completely happy about. This one is fine. If I'd upgraded that, I could get this bit a bit more, but it's also still fine. Everything is... Is that a copper train turning it up? It is. Let's actually check that everything is going... Let's go check that everything is going where it should be, he said, discovering that it was not. So we're going to fix that pretty quickly, because that's going to be a thing. These guys, yeah, whatever. That's all. Blue science is happening at some rate, which I imagine I will be happy about. This is doing what it needs to here. This is going to be half a red belt, with the stuff coming off here taking priority, and then this belt here... I mean, there are other ways to do this. There are always other ways to do everything. But we're going to do this badly? Yeah. We'll run that through there. We'll run this through here. This was supposed to be fixing spaghetti, wasn't it? That did... I mean, it's probably better than it was. It's a lot. I mean, this whole crisscrossing copper belt is also pretty funny, but it's probably still fine. We've got, yeah, so all of that's getting used. All of this is getting used. We're now going to get. This is going to be probably a full belt. It's almost certainly a full belt of copper. This thing is going to be a full belt of copper. So we're going to get more copper out of here. The copper buffer at the end disappeared, didn't it? I did in fact remove it, so I could have more batteries here if I wanted. In fact, I've still got this. Let's get more batteries, so we're going to have more batteries. These, oh yeah, this was also, let's also upgrade all of these modules to get, more out. Is this all, this is all fast transport belt. Then, oh yeah, this here needs to be a bit upgraded if I'm going to get red belt throughput through that. So this is This strikes me as not a very good blue science build anymore. It was pretty good in the early game when I was just rolling like these belts down, but I think I'm going to have various inserter issues at this point, but also I'm banking some of it, so that's fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna go. Are we gonna lodge them all some stuff? What other? I don't even know what lodge them all things I wanted at this point. There was definitely some stuff to lodge them all, but the other thing that I want to do was, yeah, gonna have to secure this. Is this? Those are probably the worms I left there from the last time I pushed, isn't it? These guys are still they're fine, I guess. These guys are also fine, I guess. I think we're getting close to being about done. Like, securing this stuff is still probably a priority and should be 6.4. Okay, so I've used up a quarter basically of that iron belt, and of this iron patch. I'm not even on all of it. Like, I'm not seriously mining this bit. So this side of the iron belt I'm probably about halfway through being done with. But the thing I did want to do is, that's all kind of fine. These guys are all waiting for a place to go to. Shall I get the next half of the mixed build building? I could also actually upgrade. Oh, I've already upgraded these modules. Go me. Am I getting? You guys are blocked on iron. Even though there's a train there, what's your deal? Automatic 5 seconds inactivity. Oh, are you blocked on? You're blocked on signals. Okay. This is. That's not what I was expecting. What's going on here? This train is blocked because. Is this thing not actually quite big enough for all 10 carriages? 1, 2, 3. I don't think the stacker is quite large enough. What I think is happening is this wagon here is still in this section, meaning that this train can't leave, and this wagon here is still in this section, meaning this train can't leave, and so both of these guys are blocking each other and everything else trying to get through the stacker, which is actually the opposite of what a stacker should be doing. A stacker should be allowing these things to get past each other. But I think I already figured out that, yeah, this last one is not running. So I think I just... Okay, so I might have to drive down there manually because none of those segments are cleared. But I think what we're going to do is let's get rid of some board. This should be safe because everyone was blocking all these segments from each other. We're going to take this one off, and then this train can continue doing things, and then it's still blocked because the one on the other side is also. So I think I have to take the 8th carriage off every train at this point. Or either reset all of this. Yeah. Now that the train capacity is increasing, this thing actually needs to be able to do its job, and it's a bit short and unable to do its job. So we're going to run over here, because this looks like an 8th one. Yeah, and the ones at the main base I had 8 on as well, didn't I? All of 6, 7, 8. Yeah, these 8th wagons here are going to give me a bit of a problem. So you just go to your mixed iron, and these ones just go to, yeah, these ones are still on it. They're just. Which was the one I carried? Yeah, this was the one I carried. The one I carried, removed the wagon from. Okay, so that's gonna give us an interesting collection of problems to also worry about later. At some point I'm gonna have to rebuild that stacker, but probably not yet. I don't feel like doing it right now. I think the thing that I wanted to do right now, yeah, this is a thing that can happen if you're just throwing trains around the place. That guy should... Okay, so now we're not getting harassed by that train anymore. I don't know quite why it followed me. I was expecting some of those chain signals to cut out when I'd like got into the segment in front of it, but also whatever. So I can go down here. Somewhere there's a train coming the other way. Yeah. Gonna have to rebuild that at that point. But I think the thing I wanted to do, as like a last thing, especially as I've been neglecting the combat for quite a long while, need to take that some stuff. But I think we're gonna go push this base, because cloud terms, we're doing... Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff in that base, and there's also a lot of stuff pushing this base, but also this diagonal wall, as well as being out of repair packs, whatever. I'd much rather have like walls here and here, but maybe also this space needs to be pushed in, because having a wall here close to this base is going to be very aggressive. But this also, like the other thing is, I'm kind of running out of space to put solar panels down here. In fact, if I'm running out of space to put solar panels down here, should I go and push these bases? And because like a wall here is going to be super convenient, it looks like this goes a long way, and there may only be tiny arpeggios somewhere else. Tiny arpeggios? Tiny isthmus? Is that the word? Arpeggio is like a musical thing, it's completely the wrong word. But maybe I do want to push those first. But these guys over here, not these guys, they're coming from a different place, but all these guys, I want to go somewhere else. So I think most of this is running fine now. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to grab all of these, and we're going to make a bunch more lodger bots, because, you know, we're going to need more lodger bots. I've got a lot of blue chips that I don't think I need. You guys will eventually get through those, that'll be fine. I could also just have lodger bots come and take all these things from you, which could also work. That's still increasing. I'm still, with all of this, apparently making blue and purple science faster than I'm using it. And at this point, all of this green science is running. I am apparently doing research at the rate of green science, which is actually lined up really well, because it looks like all my labs are fully utilized, so that's pretty great. Weapon shooting speed 4 is nearly done. After this was more bullet damage, yeah. Which is one of the reasons why... Yeah, so I think I now have a decent amount of red ammo. I wanted more red circuits because I wanted to make more lodge bots. Then all of these can go back in here. Yeah, let's just get rid of some of the stuff from my inventory. Things that I don't think I'm going to... not that. I might actually need that. That I might need as well. A lot more Logibots. I still have my modular armor. Didn't I have... Yeah, here's a box of... Oh, guns. Of which I have a lot of, apparently. Sure. Yeah, because if we're going to go and do some combat-y stuff, then... you guys are still slowly getting your upgrades, which is fine. I'm okay with that. This is limited iron supply. I thought I had enough stuff coming off trains for that. I mean, that's kind of the rate that stuff is coming off trains. Yeah, this is just stuff flowing through, and then I guess if I want 4 lanes out... Yeah, this is actually pretty obvious when I think about it. If I want 4 lanes of stuff out, I have to have more than 4 lanes in, because I'm taking some amount of stuff off the belt. So that's going to be a thing to worry about later rather than now. I still want to go and do some combat stuff. Oh yeah, grenades. Did I have... How many rockets have I made now? A decent number of rockets, so that's going to be super helpful. These grenades can... Let's make sure I get the correct button and not throw them around the place. Landmines... Some amount of landmines is going to be useful. These guys can go also back in there. So we've got rockets, I've got flamethrowers, I've got some useful number of these grenades. Sure, what else? You probably need steel, right? Yeah, how am I getting... Am I banking steel anywhere? I'm probably not, am I? Because of that same iron ore problem. I'm kind of okay with that, because it means I'm using all the iron ore. This... Yeah, I think I've got most of the stuff I need to just go and do a bunch of combat stuff now. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's imagine that that's true. Find another of these things to put all of this stuff in. Fail because it was already kind of full. If I'm doing Logimore stuff, and I soon will be, then that'll need to be a thing. So let's go and do some. Let's go and see how combat works. Is this actually this is full enough? Sure. Got some gun turrets, got some amount of ammo, got a rocket launcher, which is going to be the main way we're pushing these now. Don't actually have repair packs. Okay. Let's get you kind of out of the way. This is, oh wait, that's the main branch, that's more in the way. Sure, whatever. We're going to leave that there for a moment. We're going to run back and remember where repair packs were. Repair packs were here? Yeah, so we've got repair packs now. I should probably take more walls. Do I don't have walls there. That's the kind of walls that are just draining. And I don't have walls here. So that's a situation to be in. I'm probably going to get... I almost certainly have walls at the mixed build, don't I? I do in fact have a lot of walls at the mixed build. So... where is... I would have thought the manual trains would have blocked the other signals, but apparently that guy just chased me through even though I was in the next segment. So hopefully that's okay. Walls, I want these walls. Okay. Yeah. So we're actually getting... I think this is good. I think this probably means I just need to upgrade more of those furnaces, because I'm not even getting a full build of this stuff out. We're just having the mixed build do a bunch of work, so that's nice. This train can now, just go and do some combat-y stuff. The main damage sources for the nest is still going to be rockets, but we've also got the gun turrets and landmines and cluster grenades and stuff like that for dudes that are running at us. And this is going to be quite a large assault on quite a large base, I guess. Put all these guys back. Didn't give them the repaired packs, but whatever. Yeah, because there's also a lot of bigs in this. And these guys are still being a bit of a pain. Like, red ammo with as many upgrades as I've got is a thing, but also... Come on, run at me through the landmines, that's why I put them there. Standing in the spit is also a bit of a thing. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Run at me through all that kind of stuff. So I think the plan is if I do this kind of stuff, and then go to the rocket launcher, I should have... So I don't have a whole lot of explosive damage yet. But also don't have a whole lot of bullets, which is going to be interesting. However, is this effective at all? Maybe? I've got a lot of fish. That took a lot of damage, and that spit blew up a lot of the landmines, which is a bit of a shame. But I think this is somewhat perhaps effective. How many? Yeah, I've used up a lot of the, and I'm also picking up a lot of junk from the floor, aren't I? Cluster grenades actually still kind of handy. Don't actually have any ammo. Yeah, this big attack needs to all go away. Which is kind of fine. Okay, put the landmines back, I guess, after these guys run at me. Didn't quite realize I had that gun up, but whatever. These guys also need to go away. So these upgraded grenades are pretty decent as a source of damage against large clumps of dudes. And then bullet, yeah, okay, so bullet's still kind of useful. Let's move these defenses up, I guess. I'm gonna need to bring in roboports later. Oh, you destroyed a lot of landmines. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna need to bring in a lot of roboports later to kind of clear all this junk off the ground. I think we're gonna just do this with. I've still got a lot of these. Yeah, sure. And none of the biters are immune to this kind of stuff. So yeah. You need to not be here, I guess. Okay, so have we secured that area? What's up here? Oh, there's another one of these guys. Okay. Combat shotgun also still kind of useful. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave this here. We've still, like, this is still not secure area at all. We can get rid of all of those landmine ghosts and we can pick up these things, and we've got some landmines, but also we've still got biter attack groups pathing in from a couple of different directions. And we've also got all this junk in the inventory, which is going to continue to be kind of funny. Let's at least kind of protect the one that we're going to leave here with... Where's the ammo? Here's the ammo. Does that actually free up the space in my inventory to pick up the other one? Sure. Yeah, so we've pushed a base. Actually still need to push these bases as well, but they're going to be not nearly as much of a big deal. The big deal is going to be getting this stuff walled off while these attacks are still pathing in. That's going to be a thing. But then we're going to get some more space here, which probably isn't going to matter. Science is ticking along real nice. So that's helping. What do we even want next? If I've got a lot of purple and yellow, then I guess the thing I'm right up against is that. And then the other things I wanted were these damage sources getting better, and at some point we're going to want Coverick, so let's get that done. And actually, I'm kind of going to want, like, we're not actually racing to a silo, so that kind of doesn't matter. We need this for the science tech, so I guess that's going to be a thing. So that queue is looking pretty healthy for a while, as long as all this stuff is kind of flowing through, and it looks like it is. It looks like, in fact, if these are... That's going down. Okay, purple's going up, but yellow's going down, which makes sense because I'm doing a military research. So that's all doing pretty much what it needs to, which is cool. Yeah, I think next time we're gonna secure this other little bit of peninsula, even though it isn't really the one I needed. Yeah, walls over here. That's going to be interesting to do while I'm still being attacked. I'm gonna have to pick up all of this stuff on the ground. Of which it's not actually all that much, but whatever, we'll get all of that as well. And yeah, progress continues. Upgraded a bunch of smeltface, discovered a problem with the stacker. Let's just check that the stacker isn't... Yeah, you're going to need to do something about that as well, and it might be... There kind of isn't space to do anything down here. Why is this all stopped? Why is that stopped? This is stopped because stone is stopped, because these guys are prioritizing out of this buffer first. Okay, so actually the thing I need to do is upgrade all of that, and all of these, and all of these, so they can get it off the red belt. Yeah, so that's problem solved as well. And yeah, next time we'll come back, we'll have some more territory. We'll figure out what kind of the next kind of things are. Might end up beaconing blue science, who knows? But yeah, stuff happened.